Sun's just starting to come up. Already seen 4 deer. Wind's just starting to pick up a little bit. Nice little deer. 2-year-old. Looks like he only has half of his rack. About 40 yards away. See a big guy. What's up, guys? Just gonna check in. Finally got a chance to turn the camera on. Had deer around me for like the past hour. Seen 9 so far. This is the second day of rifle season. And I just counted the 49th shot that I've heard in the past 2 days. Yesterday I only counted 20. That's honestly pretty low for out here where I hunt. I've literally counted 100 100 shots on opening day before, which is a lot. But it was windy yesterday. I could have missed some shots, because I couldn't hear them or whatever, but still, 20. Either the deer were just not moving anywhere but where I'm at yesterday, or people were just being selective. Maybe there's not as many hunters anymore. I don't know. There's number 50. So yeah, I've seen 9 deer so far. And biggest one was that half-rack 6-pointer that walked by the pond. Then there was a spike. I couldn't get film on them because they were almost directly underneath me. I couldn't move. So yeah, there was a spike, that 6-pointer, and then a little bitty 4-pointer came in behind me. Let's see, 3 of them came from the north. 5 of them came from the north. I spooked one whenever I walked in. On the south side of the road. It goes through the woods here. And then I had a doe and 2 fawns that I'm pretty sure I saw yesterday evening come up from the southwest corner in front of me. And then they went right back down to the southwest corner, so. But it's not windy at all today. Kind of nice. You can hear a squirrel jump out of a tree like 100 yards away. So. It's a lot cooler this morning than it was yesterday. Yesterday was like a springtime morning, pretty much. I think it was like 47, 48 degrees this morning. Still just cool enough to see your breath, so hopefully. Hopefully they didn't run around all night and they're just going to bed down now that the sun's coming up. They've done that before, but it is the rut, so they may still be running around like crazy all day. Who knows? That was so cool yesterday, seeing that bobcat 2 different times. Can't believe I saw it. I've never seen a bobcat more than 1 time in 1 day. Usually see like 1 bobcat a year, not the same cat twice in 1 day, with the kittens especially. That was awesome. Alright, I'm going to turn you guys off for a minute. Don't want to make too much noise. Here comes 3. 2 fawns and a mama. Mama doe. Sneaking up on me. Literally didn't see them till they were right here. That's potentially 12 different deer so far today. It is 8:30 in the morning. There's Mommy right there. Kind of surprised there's not a buck behind her, honestly. She may not be in heat yet, though, so. Oh, there's another deer. Pretty sure that's another doe. Yeah, it's another doe. Actually, that may be a fawn. She got her tail up. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's a doe. Faux show. That's a good sized doe. Probably about 100 pounds. I haven't seen them yet today. That's 13 deer. 13 different deer. That's awesome. I still can't believe there's not a buck behind them. I keep my eyes open, obviously, but there's nothing coming down the trail behind them still. Alright, there they go. Down the southwest corner. Check back in whenever the action picks up again. And just like that, they're gone. 2 mama deers and 2 baby deers. I still can't believe there's not at least a small buck behind those 2 does, because that last doe had her tail sticking straight out. It's usually an indicator of, hey, here we are, you know. Makes them easier to see for the bucks. But who knows? Maybe he's just lagging behind, rubbing a tree or something. We'll find out. Alright. I don't know what my camera just did. It just turned itself on for some reason, but what was I gonna say? Dadgummit. I'll think of it here in a second. Oh yeah, the deer are not as on edge as they were yesterday. I think it's because it's cooler and there's no wind. Yesterday it was so windy that there's enough wind yesterday getting all the way down to the ground in the timber that squirrel behind me. All the underbrush was waving around, all the blackberries and stuff like that was moving everywhere. They were a lot more cautious whenever they were walking around. As you can see, those does, they just walked right on by. Got something to do, I guess. Like to bring a buck in. I don't know if you guys can see all that because of the sun glare, but look at the spider webs everywhere. It's been so warm past couple weeks that there's still spider webs stuck on every limb in the woods. You can see the reflection of the sunlight hitting them. The sunlight feels good today. Nice cool morning. That doe was all by herself. No fawns or nothing. It's about 9:30 right now, but I just went down into the holler and had to go to the bathroom. Came back, walked very slowly, stealthily back up to my stand about 100 yards away from that holler, and got up in my stand, looked down, there's 3 deer 60 yards away from me. They never saw me or heard me or anything walking through the woods as slowly and stealthily as I was walking. That just goes to show you they can be 50, 60, 75 yards away from you, even if you can't see them, and they don't know that you're there. Sneaky little suckers. They're almost like ghosts. They stop moving. You can't see them in the woods. It's freaking crazy. Anyways, like I said, it's about 9:30. So, I don't know if you guys heard that. That was shot 61. Actually, 62. My bad. Had a lot of action so far today. Like I said yesterday, about 9:30 to 11:30 or 12 is usually whenever I see the bigger deer moving. I don't know why that is. It doesn't matter what the lunar phase is. That time frame in the morning, for some reason, I don't know if they feel more comfortable. Who knows? Because I don't. If anybody knows why mature bucks like to move in the middle of the day, please tell me, because I have no idea why. You'll see them early in the morning and late in the evening, like every now and then, but that's whenever they're like chasing does or something. But it seems like if you find them by themselves, they're like midday movers. Alright, you guys, it's that 10:30, 10:45 time of the day. The sun's getting warm. I haven't seen a deer since about 9:30, something like that. It's been over an hour. The wind's starting to pick up too. It's not blowing too bad, but every now and then it'll start blowing. It'll blow for like 5 or 10 minutes pretty good. Then it'll kind of stop and have its calm moments like it is right now. But I'll probably sit out here till about 11:30. See what happens. What's up, guys? It's almost noon. It's like 10 till. I haven't seen anything since about 9:30, 9:45. And I haven't even seen a squirrel in like an hour. So they're probably all just hanging out in the tops of the trees getting their tan on or something before this winter sets in. So I think I'm gonna go eat some lunch. Come back here in a couple hours. We meet again. Please don't sting me, because it's nice and warm. I am not a bear. Come on, focus. I just had it a second ago. There she is. You can just barely see it with the camera. That red dot in there. 300 blackout. It's the rifle I'm using. That red dot Vortex fast fire to strike fire. Vortex strike fire. It's got a 2x lens on it. I can only shoot probably the longest shot I can shoot is 100 yards from my stand, and that's just in like 1 or 2 spots. Most of the time whenever I shoot a deer, it's like 10 yards, maybe 30. I get better shots in rifle season than I do during bow season, basically. But ammo is 190 grain sub X Hornady bullet with 11 grains of Hodgdon, gosh dang, what do they call it? It's the 300 blackout powder that they make. CFE BLK, yeah, CFE BLK. I don't have a radar gun or anything like that. What's that called? You shoot the bullet through the radar, get your speed. Chronograph. God dang, I can't think of anything right now. Anyways, I have a chronograph, but it should be going about 1,100 feet per second. And from experience, what have I shot? I shot my buck last year with that load and a coyote. The coyote just dropped to the ground. I didn't like spine shoot him or nothing either. I don't have any footage of it or nothing. That was 2 years ago now. I shot the coyote right behind the stand here. Had 2 coyotes come in from the north of me right through there. They both stopped fairly close. You know, they were 40, 50 yards out. But dropped that coyote. Just immediately just fell down. Didn't even move. Just long shot at him. And then the buck I shot, where was he? He was standing right back here too. About 30, 35 yards out. Came at me from the north. And he ran, I don't know, 40 or 50 yards and fell over to the east of me. But it looked like I shot him with an arrow because the bullet isn't going 2,800 feet per second like what most people use during rifle season. I can't tell you how many deer I've butchered from other people. You have to throw one or two, one if not both of the front legs away because they're completely ruined. Stop shooting bullets at deer that are going 3,000 feet per second. Simple as that. You get more meat. You can kill them with an arrow. You can kill them with a slow-moving bullet. It's simple as that. Literally, that bullet goes, this Hornady Sub-X bullet goes right through them. Same size hole on both sides almost. Doesn't bruise any meat. It's an awesome load. That's all I've been deer hunting with anyway for like, I don't know, 5 or 6, 7 years now. 300 blackout cartridge. If you want to shoot long range with a 300 blackout cartridge, you can get some. If you're wanting to shoot 200 to 300 yards, you can get a even a factory load with a 110 grain bullet, about something around that size. They're going about probably 2,200 feet per second, I would say. That would be a flat shooting load for a couple hundred yards, and but it still wouldn't destroy meat at the same time. And it'd be a pretty flat shooting cartridge for just the first couple hundred yards. So it's a little food for thought. Those of you guys that like to use 270s at 50 yards on deer may downgrade a little bit, if you want to call it that. Give it a shot. You might end up with another 15 or 20 pounds of meat in your freezer. Finally saw a deer. Oh, 2 deer. I don't think I'll be able to get them on camera with this camera. They're so far away. I can just barely see them moving. There are at least 2 to the east of me, about 150, 180 yards. Moving from north to south. So my guess is they're going to come down here and get a drink by the pond. Let's see if I can get on camera here in a second. Here they come. Should be 3 of them. I say should be, that's just what I saw. There could be freaking 10 of them over there. I don't know. I see 2 right there. Pretty sure I saw 3 earlier. Yep, right there he is. They're gonna come down here and snort at me. A good possibility. Luckily for me, the wind is blowing from them to me, so that's cool. There's 3 of them right there. Coming right down the road towards me, like a mom and 2 babies. doe with 2 fawns. Go down and get a drink, maybe. I still can't believe I haven't seen more bucks harassing these does, because I know they're rutting. Where did she go? On the road still. There she is. Another one over here. There she is. Oh. There may be 4 or 5. I don't know. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. One's got her tail sticking straight out. I see 3 so far. There's the mama deer. Yep, I think there's just 3 for now. So I was wrong. There's at least 4. Right there. Standing together. Just got a drink. Started walking up the hill there. And this little girl showed up. So there's 4. Sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Amazing how fast they can just disappear, even though they're only 50 yards away. It's incredible. Just saw a buck. About 100 yards away. I can't get a shot at him right now. Stand by.